Welcome back to the Worldwide Reds. If you like control, organisation and calm football, this one wasn't for you. Manchester United and Bournemouth served up one of the most chaotic nights at Old Trafford has ever seen. 8 goals, momentum swings, moments of brilliance, moments of madness, and once again, no clean sheet. United led, fell behind, fought back, thought they'd won it, and still couldn't shut the door. A world-class Bruno Fernandes free kick, goals from Ahmed, Casemiro and Cunha, but costly turnovers, poor discipline, defensive lapses meant Bournemouth walked away with a point. So the big question tonight, was this a point gained or 2 points dropped? Let's get into it. How are we, boys? How's your day been, your afternoon, whatever you want to call it? It's been a big head fuck for me. How are we?
Yeah, all good here, loving life. It was nice to wake up for an interesting game, and actually, not being bored out of my mind. So,
you know what? Let's get straight into it today. I'm not going to jerk around. I want to get into it because Yoni and I have had a couple of really good conversations today. They were fantastic. Elliot, go for it.
Mate, I think it was a decent game today, like Yoni said, but I think just a lot of repetition from games that we've seen before in regards to where we lose a game or drop points. So like those lapses in concentration come second half have been like a pretty consistent theme this year. And just, 6 minutes into the second half, we've conceded 2 goals and we've gone from a 2-1 lead to a 3-2 sort of, I guess, deficit. I do believe as well that we probably could have gone in at half time and killed the game, maybe and been 3, maybe even 4-0 up. There were a few chances that got away. And I think just the biggest annoyance is, regardless of the result, we've not capitalized on a positive move in the table again. After, and we look back at, we talk about it in pre-match pods all the time this year where, look, if we win this game, this is a winnable game. This is where we're looking at this is where we'll go into the season, into the table. This Bournemouth team today, I think they hadn't won in like 8.
9.
9, not scored in the last 2 games, and then go out and score 4 against us at home. There's just too many things that shouldn't have happened today. After probably the strongest performance almost in the first half before we conceded that I've seen this season, to then pissing the game up the wall in the second half just by a 5-minute, 10-minute window of no concentration and conceding 2 goals. It's going to be a season of what ifs and fine margins for us. I think it's been the theme for the first half of the season. Do you agree? To everyone besides Yoni.
I get where Yoni's coming from. The conversations we had today, I get where Yoni's coming from. I look at it from a player's perspective. I because I've been around it so much, I get it. And then I get it from Yoni being a supporter and probably not really understanding that dressing room persona, the dressing room click or whatever it is, because I can guarantee you, mate, I fucking saw every one of those players' faces after that game. They are not happy with the 4-4, right? But I can see it from a perspective where the fans who probably, don't watch United all the time, and Yoni watches United all the time, to come out and say it was a spectacular game. It fucking was. It's an entertaining game, 4-4. But for me, conceding 4 goals at home, even though we scored 4 goals, it's a fucking shit show for me.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Wait. Fair enough. Shit show. We considered 4 goals. If you went to the players in the beginning of the season, because you're a player's perspective, and you told them you're going to be you're going to be 4th, 5th, or 6th this season, which I reckon all of them know is the most realistic thing that they could have done this season.
There's no way any player in the dressing room would accept that. No way. Because they go out to win the league straight away. They don't accept a position on the table other than first. Yeah. No team. And
this
you
is
can
a
talk
very
about
different
you
Man
can
United
talk
than
about
the
fucking
20
Wolves.
years ago. Let me tell you
No way, mate.
There is no way they thought
still want to win
the
every
league.
game, Yoni. They still want to win every game, no matter what.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Hey, I, as a fan, also want them to win every game. Doesn't mean they're going to. Their expectations from the beginning would have been 4th to 8th from the beginning of the season.
No chance.
If you're going to be 4th to 8th in the beginning, like from literally day 0, if that's your expectation, then you're going to have games where you're not going to win, when you're going to blow these type of leads, where you're going to make mistakes that you have made before. Now, the question is, are we improving? Yes, we are. We actually scored now 30 goals this season. Last season, we only scored 44. Is that an improvement?
We've conceded 26.
Wait. Is that an improvement?
No, it's not.
Yes,
because we're conceding.
Yes, we're conceding. And we also don't have our 2 main centre-backs.
That's okay. But we only had 22 when the fucking centre-backs were out. So it doesn't mean shit. Fuck.
22.
We still
conceded only 22 last season.
We've conceded in our last 9 games. We haven't had a clean sheet in our last 9 games. And that's when we still had the big fucking centre-back.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I agree. But it doesn't mean that we're not improving.
I agree, but that sort of goals tally.
One more point about improving. 1 loss in 10 games.
I'm not saying we're not improving, Yoni.
Okay,
I'm not saying we're not improving.
That's my point. If we are improving, then I can't be angry at a 4-4 game where we actually played well most of the game. And I can enjoy that game.
Well, then the players shouldn't have went off sulking. They should have been celebrating.
Again, this is where you're right in regards there's a player's view and there's a fan's view. As a fan, with my understanding of where we are compared to what we were last season, what we were the season before that 4-4, us actually scoring goals, where over the last 3 years, we've been shit at scoring goals. Like, we've actually been shit under Ten Hag for the last 2 seasons that he was there and the last season that we had with Amarim. This is finally, we're in a season we're scoring a lot. I can enjoy that. Doesn't mean that the players can go back afterwards when they're at home and they've lost the lead 3 times. Doesn't mean that they need to be happy with that. I'm not saying they should be happy with that. But I'm saying it's not a dour kind of like, oh shit, we fucked up. Season's gone. It's not like that. It was a good game.
I haven't said that. I haven't said that.
You were shitting on it.
No, I wasn't. I was just saying that you said a 4-4 is a great result. It's not a fucking good result.
At no point, if you go and have a look, at no point did I say it's a great result.
Well, so what's your point then? If you think it's a good game,
I enjoyed it.
If you think it's a good game,
you said you can't enjoy a game where we score 4 goals.
What would everyone insists? What would you prefer? We win 1-0. We have one shot all game,
4 rather than a 1-0 where we played.
Okay, that's where I'm sorry. That's where you are completely wrong because that's 2 points dropped based on your entertainment, which from a competitive standpoint is completely wrong.
Let me explain why. Because a 4-4 where I feel like we played well for 75% of the game compared to a 1-0 where I think we played shit, to me shows improvements over the long run.
But
that
we didn't play
1-0,
well for
we've had plenty of
75% of the
where
game.
we've been shit and we haven't improved.
But you can't play well for 75 minutes per game and concede 4 goals over 90 minutes.
Clearly you can because we just did it.
What? How?
No, you said you can't do it. We just did it.
We didn't play well for 75 minutes.
Really?
We didn't play well for 75 minutes.
The first half, how much of that first half did we play better than Bournemouth?
About 30 minutes and they got into the game towards the end, the first half.
I'd say
40 minutes.
I'd say 40 minutes. And we played well for about, let's say, 25, 30 of the second. So, 65 minutes out of or 60 minutes out of the 90. So, 66%. There you go.
Which 20 minutes of the second half do we dominate?
Pretty much from the 55th to the 75th. And then after that, I'll give Bournemouth, with all the time wasting and all that kind of shit, they unfortunately controlled it.
It's funny you say that, right? Because the manager in his press conference manager in his press conference after the game actually said that we should have won the game from our performance in the first half, and we didn't.
Yeah, I agree. Because, again, the first half, 40 minutes of it, we were the best team.
I disagree with the manager. I'm happy that
I agree with him. I think he's right.
I thought the first 25 minutes was the best 25 minutes we played under Amarim.
Yeah, but we're not going to go and score 5 goals in the first half, are we?
Have a look at the chances we had in the first half. There were chances in the first half.
You can talk about chances, but how many of them are on target? Fucking Mbumo goes and just kicks willy-nilly, basically passes it back to the keeper. You can't say they're chances. They weren't fucking big chances, were they? The keeper's not flying making saves.
So this is where I'm a bit different when I watch football, right? I don't watch Manchester United for the enjoyment of football, right? If I want to go and watch a 4-4 game, I'll go and watch Brentford versus Brighton, where I don't care about the outcome. I want to watch for pure entertainment. But when I watch Manchester United, the only fucking thing I care about at the end of the day is getting 3 points and moving up the ladder. Because all I want to do is watch them win. Because that's the competitive side that I have in me. That's the only thing at the end of the day of Manchester United that I care about, is we score more goals than them. I don't care how we do it and whatnot. I love if we were to dominate. My ideal situation is for us to dominate every game and win 5-0 and just be repetitive. The same 5 goal scorers, the same type of possession, the same game plan. We just dominate. It's that boring to watch that we dominate, but we are winning constantly. That's what I want from watching Manchester United.
That's very different to what I want. I want, when we scored that 4-3 goal and we had that euphoria that we scored, things are awesome. I want that. Because
that's great. But that's a fans.
A lot of Man United fans do want, whether you agree or not. They want that, yes, we scored the goal. Like, we got famous about those late winners under Fergie. People love that shit.
Yeah, I get that. And that's what brings excitement into football and stuff.
But you want boring football. You just want to be
want to win. That's the only thing when I played that I cared about at the end of the day was winning. There's nothing that mattered more to me on the field than winning the game. Ever.
I want whatever brings success to our club as quick as fucking possible.
So here's my question, Elliot. What brings better success? And this is in a one-off game is what I'm asking, because today was a one-off. We don't normally score 4 goals, concede 4 goals. So in a one-off game, would you rather a 1-0 win that's boring and you played shit, or would you rather have a 4-4 that you played well so you can see the improvements?
The improvements at the end of the day is the ladder. We win the game today, we get 3 points, we're 5th in the league.
That's
how many times? Okay. How many? No. You've asked me a question, and I'll answer a bit more. How many times have we not done that this year, where we've not capitalized on a game and moved up a position in the ladder?
Too many. Another question then.
Exactly, and that's where my frustration is from.
Okay, and another question then, based on what you just answered, where are we in the ladder right now?
6th or 7th.
6th. Where were we at the end of last season?
14th.
Okay. Is that an improvement?
At the moment?
Yeah, but where were we the season before that? You could go back and back. We were
8th the season before that, if that makes you feel better.
Sorry?
We were 8th the season before.
Yeah, okay. We were second with Ollie as well. And we were second with Mourinho as well. But fucking the past is the past. I'm watching what's happening now.
Yeah, and it's getting better.
There's another thing I'm going to disagree with you heavily on, Yoni, is when you said that the players have an expectation to come between 4th and 8th. There's absolutely no. There's absolutely not a chance.
I don't want him out of the team.
There's not a chance any of them players started that season not aiming for a fucking top 2 finish and a cup. That is what you just like. That is your. They don't play this game to be.
That's in the DNA of our club.
It's not the DNA of a professional football.
DNA has been ruined over the last 5 years. Is the way we're playing the same as the DNA of our club?
It's not even about the
fact
club.
That we're barely playing young players the same as the DNA of our club. You can't say everything's in the DNA.
It's not about the club. It's about the individual players. To get to that level, all you have to do is care about winning things and be so desired to get to win.
I agree that they want to win every game. I agree that they want to win every game. But
I think they expect to sometimes as well. I think there's a couple of them.
I think we have players.
I hope they do.
I think we have players that do, but I'm sure we have players that don't.
Yeah, I agree with that too. But I don't think those players that don't are the players that will go to the top with the club. If that makes sense.
Agreed. I agree.
This is a great fucking debate, boys. I love it. I friggin' love it. This is why I love when Yanni's on. Right? So I want to
brings
get...
ammo and I love it.
Hey?
He brings ammo and I love it.
Yeah, he just sees a different point of view. I just love that. I love that out of him. He sees a different point of view. Same with Elliot, and that's what makes it good. I've got one here from Tom, and he makes a lot of sense, but I can answer it for him. He said, 99 UCL final, there was no enjoyment from that football match. One of the worst ever, but what was one of our greatest nights. The difference was, Tom, we won, right? And it had the drama at the back end. I'm talking about the 4-4. I didn't say I didn't enjoy the game. What I don't enjoy is copping 4 goals. That's what I don't enjoy.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. You said you don't enjoy us
and
scoring
some of
4
the
goals
defensive
because we scored 4
lapses
goals.
and fucking Bruno turning over the ball in the middle of the midfield. Casemiro copping a yellow card means he's suspended for the next game. Ill discipline was shocking, man. And as soon as we scored that fourth goal, you could see the players. The players have just gone, we've won this. Because they celebrate that hard. You can see it. And then it just turns off. It's the mentality of these players are going to be the death of me. And I'm sure it's everyone else that's on this panel and watching from your TV at home, on Instagram and everything. The mentality is crazy. At the end of the game, Bruno was nearly crying, man, because he knows they messed up again. It's like it's so you could break the game down like nothing else in little individual pockets of errors in that midfield. Our front third, 33 attempts on goal by both teams. I think it was a record or something.
It was more. I think it was like 34, and we had like
34. Yeah,
or something.
So I mean, what a loose game! Like for the spectator that doesn't care about who wins that game, unbelievable game. But someone like me, I watched the game again this afternoon, and I just picking its brains out. And I was talking to Jordan about this before. I said, because I'm old school and I like the 1v1 marking and everything like that, I sat down with Aaron, my daughter's boyfriend. He's a goalkeeper. He plays NPL 1 at the highest level here besides A-League. I sat down with him and I asked him, what do you see in these defensive areas? Where do you see we've gone wrong? Explain it to me. And he did. He sat there and explained it to me. And all he turned around to me went, it's just shit defending. That's what he had. It's just shit defending.
Yeah.
He couldn't even explain it to me.
Yeah. So based on that, I'm going to go back to what Yanni was saying. So this is what I get out of in my enjoyment of football, right? So a lot of people love watching football to watch 5 goals and this and screamers and all that. I'm a little nerd when it comes to football. I fucking love watching the tactical side of things and watching how players get caught out of position, why they're not where they're supposed to be, and all those little details in the actual game. That's what I enjoy out of football. So to this morning, to the normal spectator, you're probably entertained. To me, I'm looking at that defensive fucking thing going, oh my God. Aiden Heaven not pushing out to Semenyo for their first goal, just dropping off deeper and deeper and deeper until he gets inside the box and scores. Dallo passing a square ball across to Bruno, who's got 2 players sitting on him to his right foot when they're both sitting on his right foot ready to pinch it. Like, there's just little errors that I picked up on that makes me just go.
But then do you celebrate it when they do something good? Because you can say Dallo didn't do this, but I can think of a lot of good things Dallo did actually in attack that game that really benefited us. So you can't just.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not bagging at the players.
But if you get annoyed at the negatives, fair enough. You should also be enjoying the positives, and if you're enjoying the positives as well, then good. It was a good game. It was an emotional fucking roller coaster. You enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'd rather be comfortable.
Yanni, I celebrate every single goal hard. But the problem, even today, right? I'm at work. I'm on a massive building site. I've got the game going. Mate, I'm celebrating hard. But my problem was when we copped the 4th one, I'm not confident we're going to win the game. Yeah. That's the problem I have. And I wish I could get past that. But I can't. Even when we went up, even when we went 2-1 up at halftime, I said to one of the boys at work who's got no idea about football, but he's watching it with me. And I said to him, second half's key. I went down. I had to mix some cement. I came back up, turned it back on. We're, 3-2 down. I'm ready to launch my phone straight across the fucking building site.
The funny thing is, for me,
I agree with Tom's comment in the comment sections where he's just wrote, I don't enjoy roller coasters. Neither do I. I want to be comfortable and watch us win comfortably and dominate.
Can I say something based on what Adam just said? So, as you remember, after Everton and West Ham, I was fucking hating this team. Okay, and I was like, Amorim lost me. His subs are shit. Blah 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 blah. After this first half today, though, I said this in our little chat, and I when it was 1-1, I said I'm still confident we're going to win this game because I thought we played so well in that first half, and I felt confident that if we come out the same way, we would actually kill them. Unfortunately, it's not what happened, but that first half was that good to me that I felt like we actually that is the best half of the Amorim.
Do you think we were really good in that first half, or do you think Bournemouth were poor coming off their?
No, I thought we were really good. We actually pressed a lot from the front, and you'll see a lot of situations where we won the ball up front. We attacked both wing backs quite high up. It was very similar to Amorim's system at Sporting in regards to how it was working in the attack part of things. I
thought
we were really good when they had the ball in their back third, so our attacking third. Yeah, I thought we were very good at pressing that.
Pressed really high. All those sorts of things are really positive. And I think when I was watching the first half, I'm like, where the hell has this been? Where the hell has this been for the last couple of games? And I think probably where my frustrations lie now is more on where to next. We've come through. I think I said at the end of November, by the end of the year, I'd be happy with 18 points in this month, and I think we've only got 7 so far with 2 games to go. So my optimism was less optimistic, but I think my frustrations now are after that game. Where to next? We've got 3. At least 2 big players who are away for a period of time. Mazraoui, who I guess for a versatile player, when you've got Casemiro suspended on the weekend now, Mazraoui is the type of player that I prefer to see fill that hole than maybe Ugarte. He's not available. Casemiro's not available. We've got Sesko coming back from injury. He's going to have to start on the weekend. And to be honest, he did look quite lively coming off the bench today, I thought, in pockets. But where to next now when the team is a bit more depleted? The goals that we conceded today, I would have felt more. I do feel that we wouldn't have conceded those with a Delit in the team, even a Maguire in the team. There is a lack of structure at the back without those 2 lads. So what my frustrations are after that defeat, which I was hopeful for a win, where to next?
I got a comment from Dino. It's been up there for a little bit on Instagram. He said, and it goes with you, Elliot, because I've been waiting for someone to say it. He said, midfield too loose, and you have young kids behind them struggle, and I totally agree. I 1000% agree. I'm not saying. I don't want to make the excuse that we've got young kids. That's why we defend. That's why we're defending poorly. That is probably one of the reasons. But we've got enough experience around those players that should be leading them in the right direction. Especially when it came to the last goal. The last goal was that poor. Let me just bring the photo up before this. I know we're going. I don't know what's going on there. Let me just see what's happened there. Add to screen. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, there you go. You've got Martinez is a World Cup winner, okay? He should be guiding. That's Delot there as well, yeah? So you've got a World Cup winner there.
Delot's number 2, yeah. He's on number 7.
Yeah. Delot's number 2. Aiden Heaven's 26. Martinez is number 6. He's someone. Luke Shaw is dawdling there anyway. But Martinez is on the wrong side of his player. This was one of the questions I put to Aaron What is the go there? Is he marking on the correct side, or where should he be on goal side? And the first thing he said, he should be a goal side. Now, he's a World Cup winner. What's every one of these players doing? And I make the fucking point every single time. There's 8 players there. What are they doing?
Staring at the fucking ball.
They're all staring at the ball, man. And I talk about this every single... Now, that's basic. That's not whether you got experience or anything like that. That's basic. In my opinion here, Aiden Heaven is in the right spot. He's in the right spot. He runs with the 19 as he runs through that hole. So he makes that right, the correct decision here. Martinez is the problem here. And these 3 guys aren't going to get to him anyway. But the ball comes sliding through that space there between Heaven and Martinez. And then he just goes and he was gutted. He was shattered when that goal went in. So he knew he screwed up. But to sum up that situation as a World Cup winner, you need to realise that straight away. And I don't care whether he's been injured or anything. He should be in front of that player straight away. And if he plays it in behind, then...
I agree with you, because I think the biggest problem there, I reckon all of them anticipated Ahmad to get that ball from the defender before he made the pass. And
that's the problem too, big time.
Yeah, I couldn't even figure out if Ahmad got the touch or not. I don't think he did, but I think everyone was expecting it. Because of that, they're watching the ball, like you're saying. They're kind of like seeing what happens rather than focusing on defending, and that's what happened.
Well, what they actually so from a defending standpoint, right? You've got Aiden Heaven and Lucha as the 2 deepest. Why the fuck aren't they just taking a step forward? Take a step up.
100%, man. And this is
take a simple step up.
Jordan, have I not spoken about playing the offside trap?
Yeah.
No team ever does it.
All we do is drop and we drop and we drop and we drop.
Yeah,
and we
exactly.
Drop.
And that's
I really think that's a byproduct of the last probably 6 or 7 years of having like Maguire and Lindelof, and then Maguire and whoever, and then DeLitt and and whoever. We never had quick centre backs, and I think that's been really like what's happening for us. Like, we've played this way for that long now. It definitely needs to be fixed. I agree.
Yeah, I don't even know. I wouldn't even think a player in the modern era, would you say last 3-4 years, they wouldn't even know what an offside trap is. Because
like for United, right? Like,
United, for United, yeah. They wouldn't even know what an offside trap is. They wouldn't even know. You never see it. Then you never see them. And when Harry Maguire tried to play it on halfway once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's the offside trap, which is like one part of it, which is like when you start getting quite technical with it, which I quite like. But it's the basics of, if you step up and the ball's coming towards you, what are you doing? You're closing the space in between the lines. Therefore, if their touches aren't perfect, you're pinching the ball and you're breaking out quicker because everything is congested. And when you get the ball in transition, you're out. Here, and it happened on the first goal we conceded, where Aiden Heaven just keeps dropping, and Semenyo just keeps running the ball all the way into the box. That's where you just got to push that high line.
Everyone's been watching Van Dijk defending. That's why, they're all just like
just drop off, keep dropping off.
I'll bring the other one up. This is the other one that threw.
I'm sorry, I'm angry at this one because Dallo was down after a foul, holding his face, and the and nothing worse than that, yeah. And later on in the game, there was a similar situation for Bournemouth, and he stopped it straight away when we were next to their box. Just saying.
So, mate, I agree totally, Yoni. Right here, the worst part of this goal is him being down. As much as they slid the ball down and everything like that, he stayed down. There's no need to stay down. Just get up and man up, for God's sake.
But you know what annoys me?
Play the rest of the game. That's 2-2.
But they never showed a replay. I wish I could see if he was like, if he's just being a little bitch about it, or if he actually got a proper.
He was.
Was he?
He didn't get. He was barely touched. It was barely touched. Honestly, it was
the
like a
referee
little.
went over to him and told him to get up.
Yeah.
And then he got up and he went, like this. Like, what if that ball comes in behind Luke Shaw? We're screwed there.
Yeah. I mean,
look at how bad that back three are in shape right now. They've got the reverse triangle of what you're supposed to have. A fucking reverse triangle of what you need.
And
Look how far apart they are as well.
Yeah. But that's at that point, I will say, like, it's a very young, like, it's kind of tough. You're in heaven together, like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I
because you
agree
can't
on
have
it.
Luke Shaw as the main center back in a back three when number one, he plays on the left. Number two, he's never really been a center back.
Yeah.
So that's like a really shit spot to have there, you know.
And I guarantee Lenny Yoro and Aiden haven't played a three at the back since they've been senior players.
Yeah,
No, and I mean,
oh, you go, Elliot.
Yoro should be the more central player, but he can't be played as a central player because every other fit fucking centre back we got's left-footed.
Yeah.
But it comes back to my
But
point.
yeah, honestly, though,
But it comes back to my point where's the leader there? Where's the leader?
Injured.
You've got Casemiro. Casemiro sits in front. He would know what. He used to play centre half there for Real Madrid. Like, come
played
on.
there for us before.
Yeah. A couple of
That's
times.
what I mean. So why can't he drop in a little bit? At one stage, tell me we weren't playing 5 at the back. We were playing 5 at the back at one stage. First half, I thought we were playing 4-4-2. Like, you know what I mean? Duno's been saying this all day, and I've been trying to ignore this comment all day. Sign Ramos. I just like,
Sergio Ramos, get him in.
On a
You know what I
different
mean?
note, I'd be curious to see what people's opinions were of Mainu's appearance.
yeah. I want to go to the free kick as well. And then we'll talk about the goals, all right? Let's get this negative shit out the way. I want to talk about the goals. So, the free kick. So, before this free kick, who turned the ball over? It was Bruno, right? Turned over the ball over. Casemiro had to make the foul. He made the foul. Now he's suspended next week. The other problem I have with this goal is Lamans, and I didn't want to put it in the chat, but Bruno's actually telling him to get left, right? And when this was set up, I said to the boys that our keeper's too central here. He's got the post covered, but then he's still a bit central. And sure enough, and then I saw this come up, and then I saw that. What? I remember a coach once telling me about a split wall, and every player looked at him and said, "You must be taking." Basically, said, "You must be taking the piss at a split."
It's a free hit goal.
Yeah,
Like it's a free shot into a corner.
It's craziness. A split wall. I used to take set pieces for my team, and dead set. If I ever saw a split wall, I was always hitting it there. The keeper's not going to get across far enough, especially if he's standing right there. And you know the thing that gets me about this one too. Have a look at it when you get a chance. He also takes the step to the keeper's right, so he knew he was going that way. He just dived too slow. I just don't know what it was. To me, he probably should have saved it, but there was a few errors leading up to it. So I'm not going to fucking get on his case about it.
He also did make a
about
couple
the
of
save he
great
made
saves
at the right at the end of the game.
Yeah,
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
there were two of them. They were very good.
Yeah, but 2 saves, man. They were outstanding saves. Outstanding. We really should have lost the game. That's
With Onana in goals, we would have lost.
Hut 1,000%, right?
Onana would still be diving right now. So
I just don't understand what you get out of
the split
Cunha
wall.
being of that side. Like, just go tight to Bruno, make him curl it around Cunha and stand a step to the left. And then he's got to beat the wall. But even though the wall on the right is fucking abysmal as well. Look how far Diego Dalot is away from Aiden Heaven.
Yeah.
Fucking fit a truck through there.
Oh, I don't, and Bumo doesn't need to be there for starters. Like, I don't know. It's really the set piece coach. He obviously sets that up. He needs to fucking have his ass rung because a split wall is ridiculous.
What are your thoughts on, because the ball obviously went between Cunha and Bruno. Do you reckon anyone could have got a fucking foot to it, though?
Well, they did throw their leg at it. They tried,
Bruno,
but he turned his body. He turned his body. That's why it went through.
He was stretching his foot quite a bit. Like, he was trying.
Yeah, he was, yeah. Yeah. And he would have been... I got to give Bruno credit. He didn't really turn around and have a go at Lamont because I think he was I think he would have been spewing at himself for losing the ball in the midfield anyway. So
I think that's why that free kick mattered so much to him as well.
yeah exactly. Yeah,
Fuck, what a free kick that was.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, his free kick was outstanding. Let's talk about that for a little bit. Oh, you missed his goal? You missed the free kick?
Yeah, I was just dropping the kids off at daycare.
Oh, mate.
Another reason not to have kids, say?
Let's not go off topic.
Well,
we can talk about this.
Actually, the wife was supposed to drop them off, mate.
Oh, and a reason not to have a wife.
Oh, shit. Anyway, let's talk about our goals. What was the first goal? The first goal.
Ahmad's goal on the line.
Ahmad's goal on the line.
That was a cracking ball in, by the way.
Yeah, it was
from Dallo.
Yeah.
Cracking ball in.
He's starting to give us a bit of product down that left-hand side. Like, you'd much rather that than Dorgu. I just worry about, I guess, the variation to that starting 11 with Ahmad away now. I hope you don't remove Dallo from that position because he's owned it last 2 or 3 games.
Yes, Delotte's played pretty well the last few games too, hands down.
I really like Ahmad, but fuck, I am so sick of him coming in on his left foot. Just change it up once and go down the right. I don't care if you don't even do anything with it. Just give the defender something else to think about when they're defending.
This is the exact problem we have with Anthony.
Yeah, it's the exact same problem. But Ahmad's got a bit more ticker to him where he can actually get in there and try something a bit more fucking better than Anthony.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying he's like Anthony. Nothing like him, man.
It's when you're defending him, all you've got to do is put your right foot back, left foot forward, and just show him inside, and then just have a second man come in. That's all you've got to do.
The one time he did go on the outside, he ended up doing the cross it just went like over everyone. And then I think Mount had to go and get it
Mate, there was a situation
because it makes the defender go, which way am I jogging?
Yeah, which way is he going to go?
And then he ends up being square, and then you've beaten him either side.
That's why Nani was so good. 2-footed, so either way.
It's the hardest thing to mark as a 2-footed player because you're sitting there going, fucking which way are you going to go?
I was worried when Ahmad got the touch that he was offside because some angles, it looks like the ball was going in anyway. And then some angles, I was like, isn't it? So I was like, he kind of has to. But yeah, thankfully it wasn't.
I was worried that Cunha handballed it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't think, yeah.
Let's talk about a couple of those incidents. Casemiro I was at the game when Casemiro got sent off and putting his hand around the guy's throat. What about
What's the go with that?
Yeah. How doesn't he get sent off?
To be fair, okay. I felt Casemiro shouldn't have got a red 3 years ago when he got the red. So now I can't say this shouldn't be getting a red.
But even a couple of those challenges.
But I do think that this one was not quite the same level as Casemiro's. Casemiro's was two-handed. Mind you, he did more of this, I feel, but it kind of looked worse. And he just did that. It kind of pushed him away.
He's still touching someone. He's still someone.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think Dallo's reaction would have helped give it a red card. He actually stood there and went like this. You know what I mean? Like if he had have gone down, holding his neck, which I don't like in a game, it actually does make it look more of an aggressive.
Yeah. The player got sent off the other week for putting their hand on a player in his own team.
Yeah.
That's so funny to me, eh?
There was no real difference to that, was it?
Yeah. The ref was shit. The ref was he was inconsistent. He didn't, the amount of times Bournemouth actually fouled us in getting the ball back. We were in their third. They'd foul us, get the ball, and he'd never call a foul. And the amount of time wasting they did, it was way more than 8 minutes in that half. They time wasted ridiculous amounts and never gave them a yellow or anything like that. It was actually a joke.
Mm-hmm.
There were so many incidents in that game. The more you talk about it, the more you look
you're
back.
Smiling. You loved it.
Fake smile. I just enjoy the banter. I enjoy the banter, and that's what makes it. I love it, honestly.
What was the second goal we scored?
The second goal was
Casemiro's header. Where the goal
Casemiro's header.
That was a poorly goalkeeping.
But you knew it was coming because when they were taking the corner, they were already kind of the camera was already zooming on Casemiro, so you knew like the ball was just going to go to him. Like it was just
it's one of those moments that just you knew was going to happen before it happens.
Yeah, and then he scored.
But he seems to always get his head on. He's always trouble in that. Always trouble.
He's like a better version of Maguire in the attack. Like because Maguire, like honest to God, up until last year, he would get every header that ever existed, but he would just head it off.
Yeah, 100%.
But Casemiro on target. You know, like
yeah.
Because Maguire, when he heads, it goes like this. He tries to push his big head in the ball, so it always comes to the top part of his head.
You can't blame him. He's just struggling to move. You know, it's very big. He's like, you know, the neck muscles he must have.
Maguire doesn't jump. He just like pushes, gets his arm across, and just puts his head in there like this. So it just hits his head and goes up.
Yeah.
Even our first corner of the game, Ahmed put a beautiful ball in from the corner.
I love his left foot for a corner.
And there was one, I think it was Bruno. It went straight across the face of the goal, and Mbeumo was on the
and Mbeumo couldn't get it. Yeah. I actually think he should have slid in. Like I feel like if he slid in, he would have.
I have a bigger problem with that.
I think he needs to drive harder into the box. He needs to drive harder.
Sesko has to drive into the box to get that.
Yeah,
we're talking about the same one. As a striker, your only thing you should think about every game is scoring a goal. That should be your driven purpose. I
don't think that's Sesko was on the field for the one I'm thinking of. There was a person in the middle. I thought it was Cunha. Or Mount.
Yeah, it was Cunha on the back post for that one from Bruno.
It was Cunha in the middle and Mbeumo.
The one I'm talking about had Sesko because the ball gets played to Bruno on the right. It's in the second half, and he whips this ball across the box, and Mbeumo's coming in at the back post, but he's too slow, and Sesko's kind of walking in.
I'm going to watch this again.
I watched the game just before we jumped on this.
But there was one in the first half too. It was probably because in the first half, what's his name? Oh my God, I've had a memory blank. Bournemouth had probably the first shot on goal. And who was the player? Who was the player that is it Terrells or whatever it's Terrells? Who was one that got? What's his name?
Are you talking about Bournemouth?
Yeah, the defender,
Bournemouth,
right?
The midfielder Terrell.
Marcus Tavernier.
Tavernier.
Okay.
He ran straight past Mbeumo. Yeah, ran straight past Mbeumo, and Mbeumo's like blinkers. Oh, okay, he's gone. Oh, better chase.
Was that the header?
No,
the header.
It was a header. Yeah, and Lamont had to make that save early.
Mate, that run, he just runs past everyone to start in the box.
Yeah,
what a good save as well. Like good reaction save.
He was in good position for it and everything, but it's like you can see the player clearly going past you, and you don't even turn. I think he attempted to turn. But he was ball watching again. It is the biggest fundamental problem in our team is the ball watching.
And if you're on your heels,
player does it. And I'll tell you another one that I often see from a lot of our players is not checking their shoulder. I don't see them often checking their shoulder, and that's basic shit, man. It just drives me crazy, those two things. Oh, freak me.
I'll tell you who I actually really liked at the 9, though, at the start of the game was Cunha. Because he was dropping in, getting the ball and turning and going forward with it. And I really liked him, but I thought he could have taken a lot more of his chances. He had one on the edge of the box where he had a lot more time than I think he thought he did. And he's tried to curl top corner. So I think he got the ball off Bruno and went, holy shit.
I was in space.
But,
I think we've always looked the best we have up front with Cunha leading the line, actually.
I've said it. Sesko isn't the one from the start. I hate to say it, but I've said it.
But what do we do now? We play. I mean, I keep saying this. What do we do now? Is it Cunha and Mount behind Sesko?
Yeah.
You know, is it keep Cunha up there and just hope that we finally get our wish of Bruno playing a bit higher up?
But we had this problem with Rashford too, didn't we? Remember? Rashford started playing in at 9 all the time, and that was the season he scored 30 goals, and our main striker was on the bench. Like, it just seems to be the same shit all the time, doesn't it? I got one from Cunha.
Do you see Xerxes playing the 10 with Mount and maybe keep Cunha leading the line?
I hate to be that person, but I don't think Xerxes got even close to what it takes to be good.
No, Roma are about to put in an offer for him.
Yeah, he needs to go back to Italy. He was very good at Bologna before he came. under Thiago Motta. He was very good. But
It's
I
like
don't think I don't think he's just got what it takes in the Prem. And I hate to say that because I would never fucking make it either to his level. So I hate to be someone to say that about another player. But when you look at the way he plays, I know he doesn't play much, but the pace of the game, it just goes by him so fast.
Yeah, we just signed him because he was Dutch.
I've got a couple of comments here. First one is Tom. A few different results this season. We're talking about Cunha becoming a United great. I think he's been great since signing, which good. I think he's been okay for us.
I just love that we have someone who carries the ball. He just runs.
He's aggressive with it too. Really wants to get out the field and score.
He's one of those players for me, and he's Brazilian, yeah? Yeah. He's a typical Brazilian player, mate. He just seems to have forever on the ball. He knows where he wants to put it before he even gets the ball. He's one that does check his shoulder all the time and does scan a lot. And you can see the difference. I actually think when he was down our defensive left-hand side, and he had three players on, I think he accidentally kicked the ball forward just quietly. It wasn't he meant to get past him that easy, but
I do remember that. And then he ran around him.
Yeah. But it did work out really good for him.
He was channeling his Gareth Bale. That's what he was doing.
Oh God, what a run!
And I got another one for Dino here, and I think he's having a little dig at Jordan, which I love.
Of course he is. He always is.
How many games has Sesko played? Give him a chance.
So this shit I'm not copping because I've watched him for 3 fucking years before I even joined Manchester United. So because I'm not like Dean and I only watch one game of football every fucking week and not the fucking rest of the world, I don't want to hear his opinion right now on Sesko. Until he can get on the pod and stop being a little pussy about it, he has no. His input's not valid.
Thank you. He's been on the pod.
Oh, he's a special guest for one episode. See you later.
Jordan, you leave our Dino alone. Leave our Dino.
He knows I love him. Just going to stir him up when I can.
Can we talk about Mainu now?
We can talk about Mainu. Yes, we can. And before we go on to Mainu, well, it's part of Mainu. What the fuck was his brother thinking?
Oh, honestly, my God.
What was he thinking?
That and I thought it was fake until I seen
I thought it was fake too. And then I've just gone, what was he thinking, man? Like, you want to make things worse? You've just done the job. Honestly,
it's almost it's actually probably worse than Garnacho's brother. Like anything that Garnacho's brother's done, this is worse, I feel.
And I never thought it come from his family. I thought he was such a humble family that were quiet. He just played football.
I see very similar things with Kobe Mainu's situation that's very similar to Rashford's. Outspoken sibling instinct, trying to, move heaven and earth for him and think he's, bigger than the club or whatever. I just see a similar situation with Mainu as we did with Rashford towards the end of his.
Really?
I guess.
But Rashford came out and spoke a lot. Mainu really hasn't said anything.
I think the difference is too. Rashford scored 30-something fucking goals in a season.
Yeah. That'd be King.
I actually thought Mainu was good when he came on.
So did I.
And he came on at the 65th minute, and I thought it was freaking great.
I thought he was really good, especially in tight spaces when he had 2 or 3 players on him and just kind of maneuvering out of it, whether it was through a 1-2 or through dribbling, whatever the case is. He made the right decision at the time to kind of move forward with it.
Yeah.
So.
The only
that's very good, right?
The only issue I had with him was me and Dean talked on it a bit the other week again, is defensively people can just run past him.
But he came, remember he came on for Casemiro too. So he was taking Casemiro's role. So that was my point to you and Dean. He can play that role.
Somebody said that to Amorim in the press conference a couple of nights ago as well, saying have you thought about that? But But the thing is, I don't know if it's where I want him to be. It's just another player that we're going to be playing out of positions, and now it'll be Dallo out of position, Bruno out of position, Mainu out of position. How many people?
What do you think happens with him now after his brother? That's such a dumb thing to do.
Yeah, I just want to actually. We'll never find out, but I want to know if Kobe knew that his brother was going to do that.
He'd have to.
Have to. Let me read a couple of comments here. I've got Rupert _ Pupkin07. We need to replace the lot. We need to replace the lot and Shaw. Wingbacks in this era need to be doing more. What are your thoughts on that, boys?
I get the point. I mean, if you really look at like the best wingbacks out there at the moment, or at least players who could be wingbacks, like
go to PSG and take both of them.
Yeah, PSG
Hakimi and Nuno Mendes,
or like if you know like Davis,
Alphonso Davis from Bayern.
Yeah, like I mean he's injured all the time at the moment, but imagine like having had a player like him with that speed.
Yeah, the pace. That's what Hakimi's good.
Yeah. But that's the kind of, I think if you're playing a wing back kind of position, we need that. And Dalot he has the energy, but he's not very quick. He does put everything into it, so I'll never doubt him in regards to playing the best that he can. But the question is whether he just really has. If we want to ever win a league title, whether he's the right player for that.
He does whip a nice crossing.
Do you know who would be a pretty good wing back? Like actually in this formation is Valencia, who's played for us.
Yeah, I mean Valencia. Ashley Young would have been all right too. I mean he converted from the winger to the.
Imagine
Valencia, man, he's so underrated. So underrated.
Rapid too.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I got one.
And the crosses, because he'd go with the low crosses as well.
Yeah, drive them in
straight into your foot. You just tap it in.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just dreaming about it now.
Oh yeah. All right, let's Dino again. Like on Casemiro. Casemiro can read the game better. Doesn't get caught out defensively.
Say hi, guys.
It is true. The thing about Casemiro, like he doesn't have the legs, but he knows where the ball's going to go, where the player's going to go, and stuff like that. So he can protect him a bit more.
Yeah, Casemiro does read the game good.
Yeah,
he's just more experienced.
Yeah. Definitely. That's what it comes down to, really. But, I thought he played well today. You can't say he didn't play well. So, anyway, it was good. I just got one here from Gary Neville. Johnny and I were going on about it before. 7 points dropped. Gary Neville, I said in the game that I could live with the way Man United played, but what you can't get away from is it's 7 points dropped in their last 3 games at home. And I think Elliot was touching on this basically. Yeah.
He's right.
Go for it. Yeah.
I just think
100%.
Look, I'm not going to discount what Yoni said. It is an improvement from last season, but for fuck's sake, we were 15th. Anything's going to be an improvement on last season. It was a dark place we found ourselves at the end of last season, and I think even though we have improved, I think the expectation that, well, certainly I have as a fan, and certainly what I'm used to, is being top 3, 2, top of the ladder. And I know, even though we've not been there for
how can you be used to it in 5 years?
Well, they have supported United for 20, 26, 27 years. Probably longer than that. And I've watched United like a lot since I've started supporting them as a kid. So I guess that's
Elliot,
that's.
I know where you're coming from. I know exactly where you're coming from. Even in the past
feeling of where I'm used to be, it's still the larger percentage of my time supporting United has been consistently in that top 3, top 2, bringing trophies home every year. And even though we have improved and we're looking like we're on a trajectory where we're getting to a place where we can then take the next step and improve. And I think the gradual improvement is the right way for us to improve because we want to sustain that. I still can't help probably myself and my feelings in looking back at previous results and what could have been, where I do think that our position in the table could be even better than 6th by, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Where's the 7 points?
Seeing out results.
If we
Can we
had
have
those
the
7 points,
quote
where would
back
we
up?
be sitting? Third? Is that right?
Mate, yeah,
probably
we'd be joint with Villa, maybe on third.
Oh yeah, we'd
Um,
join with Villa.
it's a-
Can you bring the quote back up?
Yep. The quote is right here.
Who was it?
So literally what he said there is what I was saying. Because
Yeah.
I did say I like the way that they played the game. I enjoyed the way they played the game. And if you think back to earlier in the pod as well, I said how much I hated the Everton result and how much I hated the West Ham result. So I agree. It is 7 points dropped in the last 3 games at home. But because the first 2 games were shit, doesn't mean that this game was. So that was my point.
There's more positives than this, but it's just from us
And especially when you consider how low the Everton and the West Ham games were. Like that, I was like at a, minus 10 after that. Like it was fucking shit. So yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm going to bring the table up for you. I'll bring the table up. It's just loading now. Let me get it up. Okay, here we go. Add to stage. Here we go. There's the table. There's the table after 16 rounds. We've got Arsenal at the top, City, Villa, Chelsea, Palace, United, Liverpool, Sunderland, Everton, Brighton rounds out the top 10. And let me tell you, I've had some major conversations with the Arsenal supporters in this household over the last couple of days. I've absolutely just fucking tore shreds off them. I said, "Is there a disgrace?" Yes, they are. They're just like making every bullshit excuse for starters. Like, let me tell you one thing. Arsenal don't deserve to win the league after the way they've been playing over the past month or so. They do not deserve it. They don't play as a championship side. They're fucking weak-minded. The manager is an absolute piss take. And I've never, ever gone on him before. After what I've seen, and after the fans probably make it worse, they're just absolute joke. Mate, I hope they get fucking... I reckon they'll finish the league in third, to be honest with you.
City's going to win the league. City will win the league.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. City will win it. Can I bring up a point just looking at this table? This is something pretty crazy. 20 teams, right? Only 2 of them have won the last 2 games that they've played. So Arsenal hasn't, Chelsea hasn't, Palace hasn't, we haven't, Liverpool, etc. Only literally Man City and
pretty crazy, that, isn't it?
Are on a 2-game winning streak.
While we're talking about other teams, did anybody watch Sunderland versus Newcastle on the weekend?
Oh, Newcastle is so shit.
Oh my
God! What a header from
Stop
Voldemort.
for a sec, Jordan. I've just got a comment here from Tom, which will lead you into it. Newcastle bring me so much joy. Do yourself a favour and watch some of their content.
I watched Alan Shearer review of it. That was the best part.
Mate, Sunderland atmosphere at the Stadium of Light was one of the best atmospheres I've seen on TV in a stadium ever. Period. They were fucking phenomenal. The way that was honestly, I was in just the whole time watching the game. They did not stop singing, throwing shit, getting like every time Newcastle players got the ball, they were booing. It was just one of the passion in it because they haven't played each other in the Premier League in 12 or 13 years. Yeah.
They had a league.
They lost the League Cup last year. They played there, and Newcastle battered them 3-0. I think it was.
The best thing about this is, I don't know if you watched the overlap, but a couple of weeks ago, the Newcastle fan was ripping into Sunderland.
Yeah.
I will definitely beat you. And I'll put a bet on it. And listen, it was so arrogant.
I can't wait to watch the next one.
Yeah.
I love it. Because I love Sunderland. I've got a soft spot for them. And I've
got a couple of my colleagues.
Played that game was fucking amazing.
One of my colleagues is a big Sunderland fan. Like every time he goes to the office, he has a Sunderland jersey on.
We're going to wrap it up there, and we're going to finish with Dino's comment on Jordan.
It'll be something about me again, won't
it? Jordan getting giddy over Geordie's.
How do you stop commenting and get on here, eh? What a fuck off.
That's why you live in Newcastle, right?
Yes, he lives in
Why I hate Newcastle.
All right, boys, we're going to wrap it up there. We've just clicked over an hour. Thank you, everyone, for coming on. Absolute fantastic banter again on this pod. Just love it to bits. That's why I get enjoyment out of doing this pod, because I know everyone's got passion for United in their own way, and there's nothing better than that. We call a spade a spade. We don't try and make bullshit up here. We just put it all out there, and we don't really care what people think, and that's what's good about it. So thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Yoni, again. Thank you, Elliot. And I know it's hard for you two to get on because of the kids and everything like that, but I really, really do appreciate when you guys get on. I really do. And Jordan, mate, always, it's Christmas time. You've had a tough run with work and your building and everything like that. And I know I'm getting a little bit soft in this.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
We're coming up to Christmas. And just in case I forget over the next few pods, being that this one was such a great one, I want to thank you for what you have done since we've brought this back. It's been good. We have a lot of chat.
Thank you for what you do too.
No, mate, it's all good. And the guys getting in the chat and keeping the flow of the podcast going and supporting us and everything like that, it's great.
I think I was Dean in the chat.
I love him. Oh, poor Jordan. And we're going to hopefully – I'm busy tomorrow. What's tomorrow? I've got Safwan flying into Sydney tomorrow, so I'm taking him out for dinner tomorrow with a few boys from the supporters club. So Friday we may get on and do a little one. Might do a little one for Dino so he can just be on here. And Friday evening, I think the bride's going to my niece's 21st, so we may put a show on then. So Dino, come on, man.
Half game Sunday, lads. Let's hope.
Villa.
But we always beat Villa.
Yep. Well, I will be on holidays, so I'm happy to do a live and whatever you want to do, I'm available. So, Jordan, you'll be on holidays too, so I don't want to hear any excuses.
Yeah, 100%. Friday can't come quick enough.
All right, boys. Talk to you later. See you later.
See you.
Check this.
Yeah.